The book of Ecclesiastes has much to say about money and man's relationship to money. Another passage that we want to focus on as we look at this book is found in chapter 5, beginning at verse 13. And in fact, he prefaces this passage by saying, there is a severe evil which I have seen under the sun. This is very attention-getting when you think about the fact that he is describing it not just as evil, but this is a severe evil. And what is it? Riches kept for their owner to his hurt. And as you think about what he said there, we must probably think for just a moment here about how can riches hurt me? I thought riches were supposed to, enrich me and make life better for me. And yet the text says, and we see it replicated so many times in life, that riches do hurt someone. Why? Because when you get more and more and more money and things and stuff, you begin to put more and more time focusing on it rather than God. And you begin to put more and more faith in it rather than putting faith in God. And eventually this begins to hurt you spiritually. That's really the problem that he's talking about here. Yet also so many other ways that this begins to manifest itself as a man's life begins to fall apart just when he thought it was supposed to really be put together and built up. He goes on to say about the severe evil, but those riches perish through misfortune. When he begets a son, there is nothing in his hand. You remember Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6 that we should not accumulate riches or possessions on earth. Why? Moths and rust corrupt. Thieves break through and steal. Riches are not permanent. In fact, they're very temporary, and we may not even live long enough to enjoy them at all. And even if we do live long enough to enjoy all that we have, eventually we're going to pass away. And that's what he says next, that as he came from his mother's womb, naked he shall return to go as he came, and he shall take nothing from his labor with which he may carry with his hand. Riches are not permanent. Don't put your faith, your hope, your trust in them. Put it in God. He says next, this also is a severe evil, just exactly as he came. He shall go, and what profit has he who has labored for the wind? All his days, listen to what he says about this person who's accumulated wealth to his own hurt. All his days he also eats in darkness, and he has much sorrow and sickness and anger. And just like we started, understanding that riches can be kept and accumulated to your own hurt, that's exactly how the passage ends. We must close by asking ourselves the question you've heard many times. Do you possess your possessions, or do they possess you? Do you master your possessions, or do they master you? And a very, very poor master they are.